What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. If you can't already tell by the title of this video or my attire, this video has a little something to do with Aaron Carpenter. Now you may be wondering, what does it have to do with Aaron Carpenter? Stay tuned and find out. Now, we all know that Aaron has two older siblings, an older sister and an older brother. Now, just like Aaron, his older brother Dustin has a love/passion for music. He actually has his own band called Follow Love's Upward Flowing Frequencies, or better known as Fluff. And about 2 months back, Dustin tweeted a link to a Facebook Live with the title "A Fine Farewell to Fluff." So naturally, I think, oh my gosh, Fluff is breaking up. Like what? So I tweet Dustin exactly that. And I tried to watch the Facebook Live, but it just wasn't working. It kept buffering, and it just didn't want to work. So later on that night, I try to watch the live again, and I find out that it is not actually about them breaking up, but it is about them moving as a whole band to Colorado. And them announcing that they only have 5 more shows left in town before they do make the big move. Well, lucky for me, the last 2 shows before they make the big move were in Shreveport, which is Aaron and Dustin's hometown. I do not live far from Shreveport, so I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I have to go, because 3 times prior to this live, I had been trying to check out Fluff. So, ask my dad, and after much convincing, he finally agrees to bring me to the show. So once I find out that I am actually attending the show, I began to tweet my excitement, and the first one to see it is Miss Becky. And then one night I was watching Candace on YouNow, and you can comment to the broadcaster, and I commented, I hope I get to meet you on the date of the show. And so she found out that I was going, and then Dustin ended up seeing my tweet, so he found out I was going. And while I felt like they had a hunch I was going, I didn't know if I was actually going to be able to meet them, so I decided to wear my AC baseball hoodie in the hopes that they would notice. So the day of the show, we drive up there, and we end up getting to Strange Brew, the place where Fluff was playing, 2 hours early, because the event said that it started at 8, but they did not start until 10. But it ended up working out in my favor, because during the setup process, Dustin and I actually made eye contact with each other, and when he was done setting up and was walking towards the back of the bar, I was about to say hi when he turned to me and said, "I noticed your shirt." Now, after a 5 to 10 minute conversation, I asked for a picture with Dustin, and I will insert it right here. About 30 to 45 minutes later, the show actually began, and so I told my dad, hey, I will be by Dustin if you need me. So since I was able to get fairly close to Dustin, I decided to go live on my Instagram after they finished the first song. During my live on Instagram, I hear, "Hey," and I look and see that it is Miss Becky, and we hug. And after we hug, I finally have time to process like who it actually is. And she asked me for a picture, and I will insert that right here. And we have a small conversation while they play a couple more songs. And then she goes, "Hold on, I'll be right back." And I said, "Okay." And so she comes back and she shows me her phone, and I see that she is on Facetime. Well, you can about imagine my face when I see that it is Erin, who she's on Facetime with. And I'm in such shock that all I can do is this. The music was so loud, so Aaron couldn't really hear us. In fact, he was sideways instead of straight. And Miss Becky was trying to get him to face straight so she could take a screenshot. But since he couldn't hear us, it did not work. But she did end up taking a screenshot, and I will insert that right here. The lighting was absolutely horrible, as it was in a bar, so if you can't really see me, I'm sorry. So I was already having a good night because I didn't think I was going to meet Dustin. I didn't think I was going to meet Miss Becky. But FaceTiming Aaron made my night probably 10 times better. So their first set in, Sluff was actually playing 2 sets, a deconstructive set and then just a set of originals. So while they're taking a little break, I go back to the table and meet my dad, and we're sitting there for a little bit, and Candace walks in, and she's like, "Hey," because she came directly to me. And so after 5 to 10 minutes, we talk, and I asked politely for a picture, and I will insert that right here. So she leaves and goes find her mom and dad. So me and my dad began talking about shirts because he's seen a few people with fluff shirts. And he goes, "Where do you get them?" And I was like, I don't know, I could go ask Miss Becky. So I go back and I'm about to ask her about the shirts when she's like, "Hey Caitlin, come here, meet Aaron's real dad." So I also ended up getting to meet Aaron's real dad. So after we get the shirt situation all settled, the second set starts. And so I stand off a little bit more to the side while they're in the middle, but I can still see Dustin. And Miss Becky calls me over to hang out with them. So I actually ended up hanging out with them for the majority of the night. It was probably one of the most amazing nights that I've had in a while. Fluff was an amazing band. I highly recommend, if you are in the Denver, Colorado area or anywhere close to that, or even if you're in and around the Shreveport area, because I'm pretty sure they'll come back from time to time to play shows. I highly recommend you check them out. I will leave a link to their Facebook and SoundCloud and Instagram in the description box below. If you would like to see more videos like this one, let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know what's your favorite memory? Like, if you have a favorite memory, because this right now is actually my favorite memory. Subscribe if this is your first time ever seeing me, and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.